Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video where I talk about crypto and all things related. I'm your host Crypto Lewis, and I think it's probably the best video I have put out, or will put out of course, because it's not published just yet. I'm literally making it right now. But I think this is the best video I'm probably going to publish until, probably next video. I don't know. I think every video is going to be better than the last one, but right now I think this is the best one that I have published so far. So if you wanna, just please, stay through this whole video. I'd really appreciate it if you stay through and listen all the way to the very end, because there's just so much juicy stuff that you need to pick up and really need to analyze, right? And please as well, please, please, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you very much. And just, comment if you would like to tell me things that you would like me to talk about in the future. So let's just get straight into the video. This last month has been somewhat disappointing in the market, right? If you've watched my past videos or literally any recent crypto information video, you'd know why. But fortunately, during these last few days of the year, we are starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel, most likely implying we will experience unfathomable gains in the next few weeks after the new year. So that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. In this video, I will deeply and very quickly analyze my altcoin picks that I believe will at least 5x in the next 6 weeks. So let's get straight into it. First, let's talk about what exactly we're looking for in a coin to know if it will pump as much as we say. The three main things I believe drive a coin up based on research and past experiences are 1. Utility, or is it necessary, right? Number 2, timing, is it useful right now? And 3, usage, who's using it and trusting in it. Now that we have that set, let's look at the first coin that I believe is prepared to at least 5x in the upcoming weeks based on these three categories, and have already shown signs of growth despite these very dull times. Phantom is my first pick. Let's talk about the utility. Phantom is a blockchain platform capable of running smart contracts. Phantom allows blockchains to run more advanced transactions than simply sending cryptocurrency from one person to another. Now, why is that necessary? Well, smart contracts are instrumental in DeFi, which are, as I have explained in past videos, financial services that don't require a central governing body. Through these smart contracts, developers can create dApps, or decentralized apps, that power DeFi platforms. Not only is Phantom useful for decentralized finance, but it also helps establish the ownership of NFTs. Now let's move on to timing. If you're not completely aware, there are a ton of projects competing for the role of the leading currency/project in the market. And I'm not talking about the crypto market, but the literal virtual market. Ethereum is currently leading, but its main flaw is how expensive it is to make transactions on the Ethereum smart contract. Now this is where Phantom comes in. One of the main draws of Phantom is its efficient transaction processing. It can handle thousands of transactions per second, and with transaction fees typically at a fraction of a cent. Sure, Solana might be a little more ahead of Phantom in speed at the moment, but it wasn't a few months ago. That being said, there's no reason to believe that Phantom is backing down. Instead, this leads me to believe there's so much more room for growth ahead. It having a smaller cap than most of its competitors such as Cardano, Solana, and Ethereum is also a great reason to believe that the growth will be insane in short time. Now let's talk about the usage. Phantom is being used and has integrated with so many top 100 projects, and if that isn't enough to show you how much potential and effectiveness it has, I don't know what is, to be honest. It works together with projects such as Chainlink to build secure and scalable DeFi products like decentralized stablecoins, lending protocols, and synthetic assets. Other notable projects are the Graph, Band Protocol, Anchor, Ren, and much more. So let's look at the price chart right now of Phantom, right? That's like the first thing we want to look at, it being our first coin. We can see throughout the whole year, it's had a very nice momentum. I probably saw it around 25 cents. Was around the first time that I saw it, and I've heard about it before, but since the beginning of the year, it was at nearly 2 cents at the beginning of the year, and we're currently at $2.12, and well, we can all agree that we don't think this is the end of the bull market, and we're kind of at a very medium point in the market, and so I think this is the perfect time to buy. Just like every other coin, I believe that right now is the perfect time to buy the dips. Right, I think it's just the perfect time. There's no need to question it, to hesitate. I buy the dips all the time, and I'm dollar cost averaging all the time, every week. So that's exactly what I think a lot of people should be doing. Now onto the second coin that I believe will at least 5x in the next few weeks. Terra Luna. First, let's talk about its utility, like I did with Phantom. Luna is just a native token of a bigger project, which is Terra. Terra is a layer 1 blockchain protocol with smart contract functionality that works as a payments-focused fintech ecosystem leveraging algorithmic stablecoins. Basically, in simple terms, Terra bills itself as a next-generation blockchain payment network linked with stablecoins and powered by the Luna token. Now, in the white paper for the Terra blockchain, Terra is described as a price-stable, growth-driven stablecoin that achieves price stability via an elastic money supply, enabled by stable mining incentives. Now, let's talk about the timing. How is this a perfect timing for Luna, right? The main reason for Luna's success recently in the market has been mainly because of timing. It's literally been timing. Just a few months ago, it was discovered that Tether, or USDT, was backed mostly by assets such as commercial paper, certificates of deposit, and US Treasury bills. And now, because of that, Tether was fined $41 million for having made misleading claims about its reserves. Terra, or Terra USD or UST, on the other hand, is secured not by US dollars, but only by smart contract algorithms and the Luna coin. Terra USD's goal is also to reduce the volatility associated with cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is something that a lot of people would love, especially if crypto is becoming the currency of the future. And finally, third, we're going to be talking about the usage of Terra. Over 70 different projects are being built on Terra, projects focusing on anything you could possibly think of, such as real estate, e-commerce, staking, NFTs, insurance, and even the metaverse. It's clear that Terra knows what they're doing and what the community wants. So, talking about Terra, let's look at the chart real quick. Terra chart, it's also been a very bullish chart throughout the whole year, right? And especially during this last quarter of the year. And like I said, it's been mainly because of timing. I think timing has been what has allowed this coin to absolutely crush it. And it's not even at its last low. Like, it's not even close. Even at this low right here that we're at, it hasn't even reached its previous peak, right? That's insane. There's still so much more room to grow, and like I always say, these are the opportunity to buy the dips, right? I made it all the way to $100, and now we're at 83. Easy money right there. Just buy, and you can also rely on the UST. Third, we have Polygon, or otherwise known as Matic. Let's talk about the utility of Polygon. Polygon is a framework for building interconnected blockchain networks. It seeks to address some of Ethereum's major limitations, such as the poor user experience of delayed transactions with very high fees and lack of community governance. Polygon is designed to be an entire platform designed for launching interoperable blockchains, meaning that chains launched on Polygon are capable of communicating both with one another and with the Ethereum main chain thanks to Polygon's arbitrary message passing capabilities. This brings a variety of new utilities to the project. Developers can launch preset blockchain networks with attributes tailored to their needs. Not only can they be preset, but also customized with a growing range of modules, which allow developers to create sovereign blockchains with more specific functionality. The long-term goal of Polygon is to enable an open, borderless world in which users can seamlessly interact with decentralized products and services without having to navigate through intermediaries, and they're using every type of technology that they can to achieve this vision, including POS chain, plasma chains, ZK rollups, and optimistic rollups. Basically, they're trying to do everything Ethereum is doing and fix the things Ethereum is lacking in, such as high fees, poor scalability, and limited security. Now the timing. How is this perfect timing to get into Polygon? Well, the greatest part about investing in this project now is that there are still so many goals to achieve for Polygon. They have not yet launched all the technology on their network. So far, they have launched their own proof of stake, or POS chain, and plasma scaling solution. So they are still working on the ZK and optimistic rollups. Plenty of room for growth, especially with ZK rollups being pretty trendy at the moment. Now let's talk about the usage. Since Polygon is a fairly new, given it was announced in February 2021, there isn't yet a roadmap detailing every piece of development. However, the team behind this amazing project has been busy, very busy, partnering up with other projects such as Mogul Productions, Umbria, Atari, and OpenPredict. So now let's talk about the chart. How's the chart looking? Well, pretty much the same as all the other charts have been looking, right? A very good year, pretty bullish. It's been kind of even, and that kind of gives us a nice idea. It reached a peak of 250 nearly on the 17th of, what is that, April? No, yeah, that's April, right? I don't know my months apparently, but reaches a peak of 250 right there, and drop down, and we see this very nice progressive growth, which is exactly what we want in a coin like this. And after major dips, even despite these very uncertain times, we still see movement like that. That's how you know a coin can support, and it really just depends on the project. It has nothing to do with the market. When you see coins like this going up despite the market being on such a down time, you know this is a good project. So now when it finally has its dip, that's the opportunity you need to take advantage of. On to our fourth coin, the Sandbox, also known as Sand. Now let's talk about its utility. The Sandbox is a software running on Ethereum that operates a decentralized virtual gaming world. The Sandbox is a game where players can buy digital plots of land and create experiences to share with other users. It's a virtual metaverse where players can build, own, and monetize their gaming experience on the Ethereum blockchain using the platform's utility token, Sand. Kind of like Minecraft, right? Players can create digital assets in the form of non-fungible tokens, also known as NFTs, upload them to the marketplace, and integrate them into games with GameMaker. The Sandbox project was initially started in 2012 on mobile platforms and has gathered more than 40 million global installs on mobile devices. Now, over the past 3 years, the Sandbox has built the ground to establish the players and creators 100% ownership economy with NFTs and lands. They've sold more than $20 million worth of sand and $2.5 million worth of virtual lands, representing 40% of the total map supply. They're focusing on developing a new MMO or MMORPG gaming world that enriches both the gaming experience and players. The Sandbox is definitely one of the pioneers in the play-to-earn category, and like I've mentioned before in my previous videos, I see all of gaming crypto being a $10 trillion industry within the next 10 years, so the room for growth and potential is extremely high for the long term. We see partners included with Sandbox. We see Snoop Dogg, Adidas, the Smurfs, Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay, Deadmau5, and so many others, and with so many influencers, and yet the coin still being driven up as much as it is, because a lot of times when people don't really know, influencers don't really know what they're dealing with, and they get into a crypto project or an NFT, usually the project kind of dumps because they don't know what they're doing, and it's kind of like just like a pump and dump, right? So it really hurts the market. But when you see partners like this partnering up with a project, and the project still continues to improve and grow over time, that's how you know this is something serious, and that's how you know that the people know what they're investing in. If we look at the chart of the Sandbox, we can see just how insane it has exponentially grown in the last few weeks, to be honest. I mean, it's probably been the last few months where it has just absolutely grown, and it's something that caught the world by storm, right? Not a lot of people knew about it. I mean, we started the year with 3 cents, and now we're all the way over here with a peak of nearly $9 at one point, $8 and almost 50 cents, and we started having that exponential growth at 76 cents. So you can kind of see just how many X's you could have made, and given the fact that gaming crypto is going to be $10 trillion category, I see that going so much higher, especially since the sandbox is a pioneer. And last but not least, Harmony One. Harmony One is a decentralized blockchain-based platform that offers tools and functionalities for creating, hosting, managing, and using dApps with maximum scalability and interoperability. Just like Polygon, Harmony is hosted on Ethereum, which is why the project offers solutions to resolve Ethereum's current limitations. Their goal is to create a self-sustainable environment that enables users to create markets for coins and NFTs with the use of available tools. They are in the direction of becoming one of the main contributors to the decentralized finance space. The native coin, One, can be used to pay for various services and operations on the network, such as paying for storage. Just like many of the other coins that I mentioned previously in this video, they're all trying to become the next Ethereum in the market by having the fastest speeds and the lowest fees. Each of these coins have their advantages against the other, making all of them prepared for a very fruitful future. Now you might hear some very familiar names when it comes to projects Harmony has integrated with, such as Chainlink, The Graph, API3, Atari, and much more. Harmony has a massive and pretty strong ecosystem under it, and it continues to grow to this day, so I highly recommend that you check it out. And here we see the graph. Clearly another trend that has been bullish throughout the whole year and hasn't stopped. I've been buying since maybe around here. I think I bought during the last dip, and it's just been great, and it continues to grow, and these are pretty much all my picks. I mean, I've seen them grow. They're not very volatile, so you don't have to worry about risking too much, right? These aren't very volatile tokens. These are very good long-term investments that will exponentially grow, especially with the growth of the market as well as the growth of their projects. And well, that is all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you find this research very useful, and it is always a pleasure to be providing information to you all. And if you did find it useful and helpful and entertaining, please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot, and it allows other people like you to learn more about crypto and find these gems that I think are going to be great long-term holds. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.